Acuérdate de invertir los puntos en la hoja de personaje cada vez que suba de nivel. No me digas. Aguas fuentes. Botinito nombre para un pueblo medio derruido por las... por todas las represalias. Hemos puesto el... con Morse. Venga, cargando. A ver. Armar de error de ciudad. Voy a Rayman para ver los daños. A ver, el capitán este de las narices. El borracho.
What have you come for, my good cousin?
I hope you're thinking more clearly than you were earlier.
I have no lessons to learn from a coward.
Let's not start that again. Ryman, I did not come here to fight with you. What can you tell me of the situation here?
We've almost regained control of the southern part of town. My soldiers are about to clean it out. But in the marketplace, there are still skirmishes between rioters and people loyal to our cause. Nobles who came for the ceremony are still being held hostage by rebels on the docks in the northern part of town.
Very well. Let's go, Ryman. I want to see this for myself.
Really? His lordship would like to see this for himself? Well then, I'd be happy to accompany you to see this. I cannot wait to see you reason with this gang of peasants. I hope that blade at your belt is not just for decoration. Here, take
Pero
my
si te
sword.
ganean, entonces
You
anda.
might need it.
¿Qué es esto? Ah, bueno, no. Vamos a intentar dialogar.
Calm down. There is no point in going to such extremes. I am aware that things are not going well here, but burning down the castle won't make things any better.
So, what do you suggest? We are starving!
We are going to put a new tax on the nobility and their property. This will help us bring in food for those most in need. We just need a little time to put everything in place.
This isn't the first promise we've heard.
I know how difficult it is for you to get through each day, but
Pero eso
everything
será
will
lo
be
antes
done
posible
to
para
improve
aliviar
your
vuestra
conditions
situación.
as soon as possible.
Well, for once, noble corn will serve to do something other than deepening our misery. Come along, men! Let's go home!
Hala. Una menos. Vamos por aquí. Bueno, van a ejecutarles. Vamos a
There
salvarles.
you are, Captain. We were about to execute these men. They must learn who's in charge here.
These people must have committed serious crimes if they are to be executed.
They were amongst the rioters. They must be guilty of something.
If you execute people without reason, the situation will only grow worse. Allow me some time to question them.
What shall we do, Captain?
These vermin don't deserve such kind treatment. But fine. Let's see what my cousin is made of.
Vamos, hablemos con ellos.
Tell us why you're here.
A ver.
They started it. We just came to ask for something to eat.
Shut your mouth, scum! You killed one of our men in the port, and you will pay for that!
This guard claims to have seen you at the port storehouse.
I was there with the others to demand food, my lord. But I'd already left when that guard got an axe through the head.
What is this man being accused of?
My lord, this man was seen in the port, where the rioting broke out.
And you suspect that he is responsible for this unrest?
One of our guards was killed in front of the storehouse. Someone must pay for that.
Let him go.
Very well.
Hala.
This man was found near the dying body of one of our men. Look at him. He's pissed himself. You don't need more proof than that.
What were you doing near this guard's body?
I beg of you, my lord. I am innocent. I swear it by the Seven.
That is not what I asked. Why were you close to the body?
I am innocent. I did nothing. I killed no one.
Yo no
Let him
maté a
go.
nadie. Vamos a
Right
por él.
away, my lord. You're
Este va a morir.
finally to die, you piece of shit.
I've nothing to do with all this. My lot kept out of it from the start.
I don't give a damn. You've been a pain in our asses for far too long.
What were you doing during the rioting?
I live in the inn overlooking the port with some friends. We haven't set foot outside since the revolt started. A group of armed guards arrived and dragged me off in the middle of a game of cards. So, that is River Spring justice, huh? Quick executions without reason?
For what crime do you wish to punish this man?
He belongs to an organized
A ver.
gang currently ruling over the port.
They hold the merchants to ransom. They all pay with coin or their lives.
We have good relations with the merchants on the port. They appreciate our protection.
Protection? Don't make me laugh. We finally have the chance to get our hands on him. River Spring will be better off without him.
Send him to the dungeons. The situation in town is too dire to let him roam freely.
Our friend already knows the way.
You're making a grave error, my lord.
Bueno. ¿Y esta?
You'll pay for what you did, whore.
I wish you had been in your squalid house as it burned.
If you set his house on fire, you do realize that a lord can cut off your hands for far less than that.
Oh, please, don't cut off my hands, my lord. Your guard there. He took advantage of the rioting to violate my little sister. I found her in tears, unable to speak.
You can't call that rape. The girl didn't even put up a fight.
I'll gut you and make you eat your own shit.
Your behavior is the cause of all this. You are the only person here who deserves punishment.
Hala.
Send him to the dungeons while I decide his fate. And let this woman go.
I cannot thank you enough, my lord.
Are you done, my lord?
Ah, fe.
Yes, but no one is to take such decisions in the future without telling me first. Try to at least hear what they have to say before passing sentence. Is that understood?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. A ver,
So
siguiente.
that is how you plan to quiet the rioting, by getting the townsfolk.
Vamos a los otros dos. Vamos, 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 vamos. Es este ya. Vamos para acá.
Open this gate. I'm going to town.
Understood.
What is going on here?
There's an angry mob on the other side of the door. We closed the portcullis behind them. Ha! The idiots are stuck inside. But it should be fine. The door is strong.
Open this door immediately. We'll try to reason with them.
I'm not sure that would be very wise, my lord. They're pretty wild in there. But if that's really what you want to do...
Abre la puerta. Ahora.
Hey, up there! Open the door for the captain.
Este.
Stop. Leave that man be.
We're just taking back what is ours. These cursed lords have made our life hard for far too long.
Perhaps you want us to slit your throats, like the vultures you are.
It's been too long since you received just rewards for your labor, but things will change. Our town will soon be filled with the light of Relor.
Relor? What are you going on about?
Go home, and thank the Lord of Light for sparing your lives today.
Ahora. Pues lo cojo yo. Epa. Madre de Dios, aquí está muriendo hasta el tato, macho. ¿Qué quiere este? ¿Suicidarse?
This is no time to stand about. The town is rife with fire and bloodshed.
I know it better than most, my lord. I lost my 3 sons today. There's nothing to keep me here any longer.
I understand your pain, but suicide is not the solution. Keep hold of your life, and Relor's benevolence will soothe your soul.
Relor? What do you mean?
Relor is the warmth in your home, the comfort of a mother's
Con el
breast,
pecho de una madre,
the
el dulce de las
sweetness of a
palabras de una
woman's
mujer.
word.
Ve hacia él y
Go
el
to
camino
him, and the
parecerá
path will
menos oscuro.
seem less dark.
Perhaps I...
Ahora otro más. Y ahora esto qué pasa.
Shit! The captain of the guard! Not a step further, but we will kill all of these lords.
Bastards! They're
Pues
going
nada.
after the burial guests. How do you want to proceed, Alistair?
People of Riverspring, I am Alistair Sarwick. Why are you attacking these innocent people?
We've been dying of hunger for years, while these lords and ladies with their jewels just strut around us like peacocks.
Start by letting these people go. Nothing can be resolved while you still threaten them.
Free them? You must be joking. The port's merchants are all penniless. We ask
Para
only
comprar nuevas
for enough
mercancías
to
y
buy
reabrir
new
nuestros negocios.
wares and reopen our stalls.
Very well. You can take their valuables, but do not harm them and let them go free.
Don't touch me. Here, take my rings, thieves.
Thank you, sir. Let's go, lads.
You've made a bad mistake, Alistair. Your father would never have made a deal with those beggars. This isn't the end of it, mark my words. As far as I know, you're not yet lord of this place. And, truth be told, I hope you never will be.
Bueno, pues como me vuelvas a tocar la nariz, mueres.
That will not happen as long as I live.
You acted admirably, my lord.
What were you doing, ferryman?
The lords wanted me to help them leave the town, but these brutes attacked us before I could cast off the moorings. It's a good thing you arrived when you did. I didn't think I'd make it. Let me know if I can return the favor one day.
Oye, menos mal que puedo pensar uno que el favor.
Our neighbors
100
probably
de
won't
experiencia adquirida.
appreciate the news very much, but it will serve them right. They've taken advantage of our lands for long enough.
Y nos queda una. Esta va a ser la revuelta más...
Captain, be
A
careful.
ver qué pasa.
The rebels control this area.
What are you going on about, Craven? You think you can restore order to the town by hiding like a little girl?
There are quite a lot of them, armed to the teeth in the marketplace.
Archers, listen to me. We will attempt to resolve the situation, but you'll have to move from here. Go position yourselves high on the roofs and balconies with a clear view of the square.
Do you hear him? Do what he says and quick about it. I think I understand your little plan, Alistair. The archers covering our backs will lend a bit of strength to our negotiations.
The archers will not fire,
Yeah.
Rhyme. Our sole objective is to make the villagers see reason.
Perfecto. A ver, vamos a la... Aquí a la plaza de las negociaciones.
Nothing good will come of this revolt. You'd better think well, Baker. If you're not with us, you're against us. Please, Preston, just listen to yourself.
We've lived in the same town since we were little.
What's going on here?
A ver qué quiere.
Attacking the castle guards wasn't enough for you. You have to fight amongst yourselves too.
Ah, there are the guards. Milords, we are faithful to House Sarwick, and we're trying to calm them, but it's impossible to make them listen to reason.
Traitors! You wish to continue living in squalor and eating only what the lords shit out?
Silence! I am the son of the late Lord Sarwick. Who is behind this revolt?
He's a merchant who works at the port, goes by the name of Tyrek. He's well respected by the people of River Spring.
At least he's one of ours. He suffers with us and fights with us. He's the only one who's dared to act while we
Pues
die
nada,
in squalor.
morir.
Look at the balconies around you. Do you see the crossbowmen? They will fire upon my orders. So please, be reasonable and go home. I have no desire to add your deaths to this senseless bloodbath.
So this is how you choose to treat your father's people? Come along, men. We're going home.
My thanks, milord. I was so afraid the situation would get out of hand.
Unfortunately, River Spring has seen too much of its own blood these last hours.
Tyrek promised them that there would be no innocent victims, and those poor sods believed him.
Normal, ya he visto en el escudo a su
Tyrek, the
ojo.
leader of the revolt, has turned up at the castle doors. He will only negotiate with you.
The traitor finally shows his face. It's time to put a
Su ojo en el
stop
escudo.
to this madness.
Do not take this man lightly. Guard, tell him I'm on my way.
Very well, my lord.
Venga. ¿Dónde he visto de aquí? Mira aquí en el juego. Ay, no puedo. Este que me cae de armaduras de aguafuentes. Y este... Herrero de aguafuentes. Ay, qué chulo. Herrero... Este será para comprar comida, digo yo. Mercader de pociones. Nada, vamos al castillo. A solucionar la revuelta esta que hay aquí. Mira. Un garrote. Pues nada. A ver, abrir las puertas.
Open the gate. I'm returning to the castle.
Very well.
Qué rápido la cierran.
At last. The man who everyone is talking about? The famous Alistair Sarwick? We already spoke in the cave. You pretended you were just a foreigner. But now that you're with your guards, you finally show your true face.
This morning I was only a stranger, but the situation has changed and I have to act. You are the man who started the rioting which led to a full revolt.
You know nothing of our problems. Your family sits warm in your castle while we die of hunger in the streets.
He proved that he is on our side today, Tyrek. His was generous, in his judgment, and he was quick to support his men on the wharf by convincing the lords to pay the coin asked of them.
I've made decisions which may seem unjust to you, but they were for the
Pero lo hizo por
good
bien de
of
aguafuentes.
Our town is where it is today because ties with the lords of the Westerlands have been cut. To bring our lands back to health, we must gain the trust and support of the lords.
Unfortunately, your efforts seem to be in vain, Alistair. You were too lenient in your judgment.
May the lords of the Westerlands rest easy. From now on, I will do everything in my power to restore River Spring to its former glory.
You disgust me. You reveal yourself for what you are. Despite your actions during the rioting,
Es que soy un
you
señor.
defend the privileges of the lords. Nothing changes. The people will continue to die of hunger, while the lords feast.
During the rioting, the people of River Spring did not die of hunger. They died by the sword, Tyrek. Do you not take any blame for having brought about these massacres? River Spring has suffered heavy losses on both sides, the people and the guards alike.
The guard will fight to the end for
Los
the
guardias, los
survival
tres
of
guardias que
River
había.
Spring, but your decisions did not help us at all. You're so interested in gaining the people's love that you'll lead the town to ruin. You can't rule the town with weak actions.
The people no longer support you, Tyrek. Your cause means nothing now.
He's right, Tyrek. The rioting was foolery. Many of our people died today. Leave it be.
Este es el que hemos salvado antes.
Enough bloodshed, Tyrek. Accept your defeat. Accept your situation. You have no support anymore.
You may have calmed them with your pretty speeches, but I know that it won't change, and we'll just keep
Joder, qué pesado que es el Tyrek
I
este.
will rebuild River Spring again if it costs me my life. And you will hear it all from the dungeons. Guards, take him away.
You succeeded, Lord Alistair. These riots very nearly destroyed River Spring.
No me digas.
You address me as Lord now?
Although you do not officially hold the title of Lord, you have shown that you have the soul of one. From this point forth, I shall address you as such.
I shall try to be worthy of your trust. The town may be appeased, but I could not please everyone.
Apaciguar, pero no puedo contentar a todo el mundo.
Your choices will always leave someone unhappy. The important thing is that you made decisions where others would simply
Qué feo será Alwyn este, madre mía.
The decisions you made today brought peace back to River Spring. That is all that matters.
He is right, Alistair. I never thought I would say this, but River Spring needs a man like you. It would be a shame for you to leave now.
Thank you, Ryman. Rest assured, I do not intend to leave. Not anymore.
Good to hear.
Now that this matter has been taken care of, I would like to carry on our discussion regarding my brother, Garway.
Not here, Alistair. It has been a particularly delicate matter since the death of Lord Reynold. Find me at the castle.
Understood.
Bueno, nada, vayamos pues al castillo. Uy, una vuelta. Pasillo del castillo. Hombre del pueblo, normal. Pues menos mal que no les haga que mueres en todos, porque si no, me caía la de Dios aquí. Puedo te informarte sobre la desaparición de tu hermano. Venga, corre, 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 corre. Corre, Forrest. Castillo. A ver si he pasado a hablar con él.
Alistair, it is important
Vamos al
that I
castillo.
speak with you.
What is it, little sister?
I am sorry for the cold welcome during the burial. I lied to myself by saying that you no longer meant anything to me. When Harwin informed me that you were helping Ryman handle the rioting, I was afraid something would happen to you. I would never have forgiven myself.
Do not worry, little sister. I have returned.
Are you planning to remain at River Spring?
I will restore River Spring to its former glory.
How do you intend to do that?
I have decided to seek an audience with the Queen at the Red Keep in order to reclaim my titles and inheritance.
You do not have to do that, Alistair. You know, I have reached an agreement with the Queen. If I wed Valar, the Crown will once again recognize the sovereignty of a lord at River Spring, and will agree to help us.
Yes, Harwin spoke of it to me, and it only reinforces my determination.
Don't be a fool, Alistair. If the Queen were to take insult from your approach, we could lose everything.
I know that, but this marriage would mean the end of River Spring. You do not know the true nature of Valar.
Pero yo sí. No le haces bien a Valar, pero yo sí.
He and I have nothing in common, but unfortunately he is close to the Queen. House Lannister is the richest house in Westeros, and one of the most powerful. With a faithful vassal,
Seguro que nos ayudará.
they will surely help us.
I see your point of view, sister, but I will not allow Valar to share a future with House Sarwick. I spoke to Harwin, and he told me that father had banished him, and rightly so. I would not have you make such a sacrifice to keep River Spring in the family.
I'm sorry, but I cannot share your optimism, brother. I hope your words will move the Queen. I bid you take leave and speak with Harwin now.
Ah, perfecto. Vayamos pues. Castillo de Aguafuentes.